Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another night of exciting action here at YMF Racing Network on YouTube. We are live for this Saylor and Trailers Load and Go 175 at Charlotte. It's the Four Seasons Auto Wash Truck Series presented by FTR Free Time Racing. Tonight, we are in week 13. Again, we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway, getting very, very close to the playoffs, so we should see some good racing tonight. These guys got a lot on the line with just a couple weeks ago before we get started in the playoffs. Last week, we saw Josh Lambert bring home a win. I don't see him in the registration list tonight, so maybe we'll get another winner tonight. I've been watching a little bit of practice. Jacob Nagel, he looked very strong again tonight as always, so we'll see what he has in store for us. Qualifying is underway right now. Let's see if anybody's taking a lap or not. Yeah, so we got a few qualified so far. Brandon Cowles, he's on the pole right now with a 30.027. He also looked good in practice. I believe he had the second quickest time in practice. So we're in for a good race tonight. It's like Brandon's on the pole right now. Jacob Nagel in second. A few more cars taking the track now. JJ Lisa. While we wait for qualifying to wrap up here, let's go ahead and take a look at the race facts tonight. These guys get 3 extra set of tires tonight. It's a 116 lap race, 0 fast repairs, 1 green-white checkered attempt, and the caution laps will not count tonight. And the temperature in Charlotte is a nice 80 degrees. Man, that sounds good. Man, I would love some 80-degree weather right now. I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in Indiana, and we're still covered in snow and cool temperatures here. Let's pull up the chat, take a look. Where's everybody watching from tonight? Drop a comment in our chat and let us know where you are tonight, who you're cheering for. See FTR in the chat. Good luck, Mr. Robert Chappell. Last week he raced feeling a little under the weather. Had another pre-race conversation with him, and he still may not be 100%. So we'll see if he'll be able to fight through that tonight. Not a bad qualifying position so far. He's in 7th. Seat 6-7. Let's go 87. Some Robert Chappell fans in the chat. Looks like we may just have another car or two trying to finish up their qualifying laps. Got about 15 trucks in the race tonight, and again, it's going to be a 116 lap race. This is the Saylor Trailers Load and Go 175. If you're not familiar with Saylor Trailer Sales, make sure you check them out. You can visit their website online. Their website is SaylorTrailersales.com. And these guys have over 30 years of experience. So if you're needing a new trailer, looking for something to get your race car to the track, hit these boys up. They'll get you a good deal. We definitely appreciate them giving their sponsorship tonight for this great event with the Four Seasons Auto Wash Truck Series. All right, everybody is gridding up now. Let's take a look at our starting lineup here, starting grid. All right, so starting first, we're going to have Brandon Cowell. Second, Jacob Nagel. Third, Rick Modric. Fourth, Bryant Nagel. Fifth, Chris Gates. Sixth, Joseph Phelps. Seventh, Robert Chappell. Eighth, Charlie Stutzman. 9th, Randy Corrier. 10th, John Gardner. 11th, JJ Lisa. 12th, Cody Oliver. And 13th, Shannon Ogle. 14th, Clayton Fowler. 15th, Jonathan Wade. It's going to be wrapping up the field tonight. All right, everybody. Looks like they're out on track. Here they go. The pace car is taking them off pit road. I am excited for the race tonight. I'm telling you, it's going to be a tight one between Brandon and Jacob if it's anything like what we saw in practice tonight. Yes, I see we got Jordan Saylor in the chat with us tonight. Welcome in, Jordan. And yes, I apologize. I did not call out that location. Crediton, Kentucky. Saylor Trailers. Again, it's SaylorTrailersales.com. Make sure you check those guys out. Get our chat here adjusted. Make sure I can follow along with you guys. As these trucks make their way around turn 3 right now. Yeah, Brandon Cowell is going to be leading these boys to the green flag tonight in that 85 truck. His car dips down to pit road. And they're off. Green flag. The Saylor Trailers Load and Go 175 is underway. Brandon Cowell takes a lead going into turn 1, side by side behind him. 71 and Jacob Nagel in the 48 battling for second position. It's like Jacob Nagel's gonna take the advantage there and pull into second. Spots back. Goes. Robert Chappell gets loose. Looks like he's able to recover. I believe. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Joseph Phelps, not Robert Chappell. I apologize. Joseph Phelps in the 57 truck who got a little loose there. Around the front stretch, a first clean start to this race. Got a battle back here for it looks like 10th, and 11th, and 12th. Number 53 of Robert Courier. '53 of John Carter, I apologize. 52 of Randy Courier. Back up to your leaders. Brandon Cowell, Jacob Nagel. I see some more 87 fans in the chat. Plenty of Robert Chappell fans in here every week, it seems like. He's up to 5th. I believe he's gained 2 positions, so Robert Chappell on the move. Let's go back and take a look at his 4 seasons auto wash truck. Just a little over a second behind the leader. He's pretty much single filed out now. Not a lot of movement anywhere through the field. The top three staying pretty close together. It's like the Nagel boys are gonna hook up here. I'm telling you, both those guys are just incredible racers, very fast every week. No matter where you see them race at, they always race well. JP Gottman, you bought 3 Saylor trailers. You're buying your 4th this year. There you go. Well, congratulations on your upcoming trailer sale. Or trailer purchase, not sale. Who was that in that black truck there? That 71. Rick Modric looked like he may got a little loose. Tapped the wall there. Not enough doing any real damage, but... Brian Nagel seems to be making that high side work. Let's see if he sticks with that. It seems like the last couple of turns, you see his truck just go a little bit higher. Well, this time Brandon's gonna go up high with him. Maybe Brandon's watching out his mirror, or has a spotter maybe giving him some hints on what Brian's doing back there. How awesome is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right there. Robert Chappell is your hero. Well, maybe you'll see him pull it off tonight. He's looking good so far. Okay, Bryant's maybe gonna take that high side again. He gets so close, and it just seems like Brandon may get a run going off into the stretch. Jacob Nagel gonna lift it inside. Brian Nagel side by side coming out of 4. Going down the front stretch. Still hanging in there. Looks like Jacob Nagel's gonna take that second position. Bryant, and he slides the pass. Nice move there by that 48 truck, but I don't think I thought maybe the 458 was gonna have something. He's gonna fall back and maybe lose the spot to the 71 truck. He's gonna go to the inside. Jacob Nagel making a move for the lead. Inside of Brandon. Not quite enough. And that slows him down. Bryant Nagel gonna try to make a move to get second position back. 48 playing a little defense there. What awesome racing. We're only in lap 15 of 116, and these guys are up here battling like this. We're in for a treat if it stays like this all 116 laps. Jacob Nagel just brushed the wall a little bit, slows him down. Bryant's not gonna make a move. pretty tight racing between these Type 3. 458 into the wall, just a brush. No real damage. Jacob Nagel in that 48, looking to the inside again, going into the turn 3, side by side into 4. Coming down the front stretch, still side by side as they cross the line. 85 is going to pull ahead and close down in front of 48, but stays up high. 48 takes the low line. 48 almost had him side by side. Slows off just a little bit. Not quite enough. Let's go back and look at this battle for 4th place between Robert Chappell in the 87 and the 74 and Rick Modric. Looking to the inside again. Let's go back and check on the rest of the field back here. A battle between John Gardner in the 53 and Randy Courier in the 52 again. These two are side by side for 11th. Back to Randy and John. Cool looking camera truck design. '71 looking to maybe make a move into 3rd. Not quite enough. I'm telling you, this battle up here for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, nobody is giving up. Check out the gap here. The 458 he likes that high side. He's making it work. It's going to be interesting to see how this is with his tires. We're about 22 laps into this run right now. Check on the back of our pack again. Oh, look at this battle here. Charlie Stutzman, Chris Gates, Joseph Phelps. 6th, 7th, and 8th. Number 20 and Chris Gates gonna look to the inside. The 180 of Charlie Stutzman. They are 2 wide in the corner. Joseph Phelps maybe going to stick his nose in there and making 3 wide. He's thinking about it. Maybe. He moves up top. He's going to follow the 180 around just a little bit higher in the corner than that 180 truck. He gets around the 20. 20 falls in line. 57 going to make a move to the inside of Charlie Stutzman. They're side by side coming out of turn 4. This is your battle for 7th, 6th, and 7th. Joseph Phelps still hanging up in there. Oh! Oh, trouble! Joseph Phelps contact with the 180 truck. Let's go back and take a look at that. See exactly what happened. Let's go see if we can get a view from our chopper here. Yeah, they just maybe the 57 moves up and the 180 comes down maybe at the same time. Let's look at that one more time. Get one more glance at this. Yeah, maybe. It's hard to say. Maybe more of the blame on 57. What do the fans think? I mean, who are we gonna lay blame on that one? I still love that he has his dog on the back of his truck. That's so cool. All right, let's go in, see if checking on our leaders, see if anybody's gonna take advantage of these pit stop opportunities. So, going into the pits, we have Brandon, Jacob, and Bryant are your top three. Let's see who's gonna come out on top here. It's like everybody's gonna hit pit road. I don't see anybody staying out. No issues on the pit road. That's always a good thing. Leaders still making their way down. All right. Who's gonna make it out first? Seemed like most people got in there pretty clean. Oh, Robert Chappell! He beats everyone off pit road. He moved from, I believe, 5th place to 1st. What a great pit stop by Robert Chappell. Wow. I'm sure the fans are going to be happy about that one. Great pit stop, Robert. Jacob Nagel comes out 2nd. Bryant comes out 3rd. Brandon Cowell 4th. He may be the big loser on this round of pit stops. Need to see that for Brandon. But good news for the 87 truck. We may have had another issue here. Let's go back and check out this replay of what happened here. This is the 52 of Randy Courier. Oh no, he just lost it. Oh no, and a little contact with the wall. Luckily, it wasn't too bad. He should be able to get that taken care of. We hate to see that for him. All right. Trucks are gonna line up double file. This time around, lights are off on the pace car. Robert Chappell's gonna lead these boys to the green. I apologize, boys and girls. We have the famous Shannon Ogle with us tonight. Let's go back in and check on her. Yeah, in the 34 truck. Give her a follow on TikTok, Mrs. Ally Racing. Running in 10th right now. I believe she's up about 3 or 4 spots this race. Pace car making their way around turn 3. All right, pace car is off. Let's see when Robert takes that jump a little early. Great start by Robert Chappell. He's going to lead the pack down the stretch going into turn 1. Brandon Cowell looks to the inside. He moves around Robert. Jacob Nagel to the inside of Brandon. They're side by side going down the pack stretch. side by side for first, second. Oh, Robert Chappell in the wall, trouble. Robert Chappell goes around. Joseph Phelps spinning in the grass down the front stretch. Oh no. The fan favorite Robert Chappell goes around. Tough luck for the 87 Four Seasons truck. Let's go back and take a look at that. Poor Robert Chappell. All right, they're coming out of turn 4 here. Robert just brushes into the wall, comes down, gets him the 57. Tough luck for the 57. 2 incidents in a row. We hate to see that for Mr. Joseph Phelps. But we stay green flag. No caution. So that gives Brandon Cowley a huge lead. He's got a 2-second gap over the field now. Take a look here. Battle for second and third. We have Jacob Nagel, Bryant Nagel, Randy Poirier. Good to see Randy Poirier back in the saw him spin around just a few laps ago when they were under caution. Side by side, the Nagels coming out of turn 4. Oh, 458 just, oh no, he's into the wall. That could have been a whole lot worse for that 458 truck. He just slid right in front of the nose of the 48. Didn't give him any room at all. I imagine the 48 probably had to slow down a bit to maybe not make things worse. It's going to give Randy Poirier on the 52 a chance to maybe make a move and take that 4th position. It's a 53 of John Garner putting himself in the battle for 5th. Look at these guys just kind of racing in a little diamond pattern there. Just rolling around 52 on the inside. 53 of John Garner still hanging right there with them. All right. Jacob looking at 450 now, not quite enough. Randy Poirier into the wall. It seems like the whole field tonight has just had an issue with that wall there. Backstretch, front stretch, it's dangerous. Looking down low again. $53 into the wall coming out of 4. I believe Bryant may have just slightly brushed it as well. Still hanging up top though, making that top side work. Get a look from our Goodyear blimp as these 4 trucks continue to race for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I'm sorry, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So here's your leader, Brandon Cowell. He has a 3-second lead over Rick Modric back in second. And then again, we have third. Oh, somebody fell off. We lost somebody. Oh no, what happened? The 48 is just falling off. The 48 of Jacob Nagel lost several spots. Let's go back. What happened? Oh no, a hard hit from the 48. The 48 just lost it. Ryan Nagel with nowhere to go behind him and gets collected into that. Tough luck for the 48. He was having a great run. So now that's going to place Brandon first, Rick second, third, John Gardner, fourth, Randy Courier, and fifth, Chris Gates now. JJ Lisa making a move back here. Gets around Bryant Nagel, moves into sixth. Bryant Nagel may be struggling. He's falling off. I'm sure that damage is slowing him down. Back to our leader. Brandon Cowell in the 85 is going to be coming up on lap traffic very soon. So ahead of him, we have the 13 truck of Cody Oliver. He's going to be the that first lap truck that 85 is going to come up to here in I imagine just a matter of a few laps. I think the 48's gonna finally dip off into the pit road, maybe. See him slowing down in the apron back there. As your leader slowly catching that first lap car. Yeah, there's 48. He's gonna hit pit road. Now, will Cody Oliver make it easy? Cody Oliver stays on that high side. 85 is going to make his way around down the front stretch and clears him before he goes into turn one. And next on his list, Shannon Ogle in that 34 truck. Let's go back and check on the battle for third here. John Gardner, Randy Courier. Good news, Robert Chapel fans, he's made it back onto the track. He's back in 10th right now. Still on pit road. Brandon working his way towards that 34 truck of Shannon Ogle. I'm sorry, he got around. He's already moved around. He's actually working on the 87 truck of Robert Chapel now. Robert's gonna go a lap down. We go on board with Robert here. place, Rick Modrich. Third, John Gardner. Fourth, Randy Courier. Fifth, Chris Gates. Sixth, JJ Lisa. Seventh, Joseph Phelps. Tough night for Joseph Phelps. Again, 2 instants just back to back. His red, white, and blue SFRG truck. Make sure you give him a follow over on TikTok. Lots of TikTok racers in here tonight. Of course, Robert Chappell, 987 truck. Shannon Ogle in the 34. I think this seems to be the closest battle right now. Our battle for fourth and our battle for third and second. Coming up on halfway, you got about another 10 laps or so. Not sure how far these guys can go on fuel tonight. Everybody's pretty spread out, so I don't think we'll see another caution. Maybe at least not for a while. Unless somebody just loses it. We have seen several trucks make contact with that outside wall as they come off the turns tonight. Fifth place, Chris Gates. Number 20 truck. Back to our leader, coming up on some more lap traffic here. Nobody's really slowed him up. Everybody's been racing pretty clean and respectful. Always good to see. Which is as far as spread out as they get at a track this size. Really no reason to try to hold somebody up. He's up to still holding on to a 2-second lead, almost to a 3-second lead. It's climbing. So makes away that 458 truck of Brian Nagel. Brian Nagel goes a lap down after that incident with Jacob Nagel. Again, that 48 truck, he just lost it coming out of the turn earlier, hit the wall, and left it 458. That took Jacob Nagel out of the race. We have 2 trucks out right now. Jonathan Wade, Jacob Nagel. Courier in the 52 up high, battling with that 180 truck. Charlie Stutzman is, I believe, a lap down. 10 laps down. But he's hanging right in there with him. He's not giving it up. He's going to make these guys race. So the number 53 of John Gardner, that's your 3rd place truck. The 180, he's a lap down passing those guys. I imagine he probably has some fresher tires right now. That's why he's making it look easy going around these guys being 10 laps down. Well, he keeps us up. Maybe he'll get a few laps back. Somebody just smacked the wall, I believe. Don't see anything on my chart here. It sounded like it. Back to your leader. He's up to a 3-second gap, but he's gonna be the first one to hit the pits. See if anybody follows along. Rick's gonna follow. That's gonna next would be Randy Courier in third. He's slowing. Yeah, he's gonna slow down, take the pits as well. Chris Gates in fourth takes the pits. JJ Lisa in the pits. Yeah, I believe everybody's gonna take the pits this time around. Let's once all this settles out, we'll see where the standings are. As of right now, JJ Lisa, new race leader though. That's 64's truck. 64 is gonna make its way down the pit road. Brandon Cowell back out on track. Looks like he's gonna come out ahead first. No real change. 71's gonna remain your second place. John Gardner back in third once these cycle out. Randy Courier, Joseph Phelps. So these are your next two trucks battling for position right now. They're side by side. Joseph Phelps in the 57, Randy Courier in the 52. Side by side in the middle of 3 and 4. They're gonna split the 34 truck coming out of 4. And 57 drives away into 5th place. What a move by Joseph Phelps there. Into 4th place now. 2 incidents and he has made his way back to 4th place. But now we're up to a 6-second gap for the leader. Not good for the rest of this pack. I believe these guys are going to need a caution to make this work out. A caution or terrible luck for Brandon Cowell. It's a little over halfway through this race. Modric in that 71 truck. John Gardner, number 53. Check on the rest of our field here. There's Joseph back in 4th. Slowly pulling away from Randy Courier in 5th in that 52 truck. JJ Lisa back on track in the 64 with Chris Gates following right behind JJ in 7th place. I know I mentioned it before the race started. We only got just a couple more weeks left here before the playoffs kick off for the Forest Series. We're on week 13 right now. Really just one more week. So next week we head to Texas. And that will be it. So these guys have 2 races to try to work their way into the playoffs here. Heading into this race after Nashville, Josh Lambert, he's your current lead. He's locked in with 5 wins. Brandon Cowell is also locked in the playoffs. Jacob Nagel's locked in. Joseph Phelps is locked in. Go back and check in on our leader real quick. And then as of right now, above the points cut line, we have Rich Modric, Bryant Nagel, Robert Chappell, Charlie Stutzman, Russ Martin Jr., Juan Velez, Mike Ziegler, and Clayton Fowler. Those are all your drivers currently above the cut line after our race last week in Nashville. And we have both Randy Courier and Shannon Ogle just a little below the cut line. But Randy Courier is having a pretty solid race tonight, so we'll see what this does for him points-wise. After Nashville, he was only 19 points below the cut. So a good showing here can probably help him out. Again, he's only got 2 weeks to make it happen. Show us what you got there, Randy. Right in 5th place right now. He's had a pretty solid night. Looks like we have some Brandon Cowell fans in the chat. Going and check in on our leader. Let's go on board and take a ride around with him. Cal makes his way down the back stretch. Goes around the lap car, the lap truck of a 180 Charlie Stutzman joining the back on track from pit lane, pit lane. Everyone pretty well spread out. Randy Courier battling with lap down Bryant Nagel in that 458. Makes his way around him, but Bryant, yeah, he's going to give it to him. Maybe not. Bryant's going to fight him. Bryant's about 3 laps down right now. You're side by side heading into turn 3. It's JJ Lisa back in 6th. Robert Chappell in 7th. Chris Gates, 8th. Clayton Fowler, 9th. We haven't seen much from Clayton tonight. The 67 Ford F-150. Nice pink and purple design on there. Shannon Ogle 10th, Bryant Nagel 11th. Luckily, Brian's pretty well above the cut line. He's 113 points above it, so he's gonna have a rough night tonight, but I believe he's gonna be all right for the playoffs. Really excited for those playoffs to start. Got a lot of good racing ahead of us. Take a look at their playoff schedule coming up here. Again, our last non-playoff race next week, Texas. After that, we head to Bristol for a night race. That's going to be exciting. Short track racing with these trucks. Very, very exciting night to look forward to. After that, Vegas and Daytona. And then they'll wrap it off at Kansas. Really good tracks, honestly, for the next several weeks here. What are you guys' prediction for championship? Clayton Fowler for president. Let's go 67. I can check on him as he makes his way around that number 20 trucker, Chris Gates. Clayton Fowler up to 8th. There you go. We just talked about him being pretty quiet in the back, and he makes his way up the field, gains a position. Let's see if he can make his way up to Robert Chappell. Got a pretty decent gap between those two. About 5 seconds. So he's really going to need Robert to smack the wall a few times, or maybe get caught up behind a lap car. Back to our leader, Brandon Cowell. 8-second lead right now over that 71 truck of Rick Modric. Only had one caution tonight. Couple incidents, but only one actually caused a caution. Ever since then, that just really opened the door for Brandon Cowell just to dominate this race, more or less. Had about a 3-second lead before the last round of pit stops and came out with a 6-second lead, and he's been on top of it since then. He's continuing to lay down fast laps. Let's take a look at everybody's last speeds here. Just the difference here on these last laps. Your leader ran a 31.8. Rick Modric ran a 31.79 in second, so not too far off. Joseph Phelps back and forth, running almost better times in second place, honestly. Let's go back and check in on Joseph. Really impressive to see him up in fourth. Those incidents he had earlier, back-to-back incidents. Lucky for him, they happened early in the race. He was able to recover, turn this thing around, and he's running in the top 5. Corey back in 5th. All right, here comes your leader. He's going to be working to put the 5th place trucker, Randy Corey, around. He has him in his sights. Let's go on board. Still a pretty clean race overall. Well, very clean, not pretty clean. Check on 3rd place, John Gardner. Clayton Fowler maybe trying to work on getting his lap back. He's in 8th right now, but he's working on passing that Apologize, the can't find his number here. Number 53 and John Gardner. Apologize. Leighton Fowler for president. Lots of Chapel and Fowler fans with us tonight. Where are you guys all watching from? Everybody had a great weekend. We didn't get any NASCAR racing, but we have some Four Seasons auto truck racing to hold us over until that clash happens on Wednesday night now. We got some weather in North Carolina, had to postpone that event. But again, thank God for FTR for giving us some good action to watch tonight and hold us over until that cup race. Tune in every Monday and watch these guys race here on the YMF Racing Network. Again, just one more week until one more regular season race, and then playoffs coming up. So if this is your first time watching, definitely a good time to start following as playoffs are about to kick off here. Pick a favorite driver if you don't already have one. All right, there he goes. Your leader is going to make his way around Randy Quarrier and put 5th place down the lap. Joseph Phelps going to be the next car. Let's go. How far back is Brandon? We have a couple trucks on pit road there. John Gardner. Second place truck, Rick Modric hits pit lane. Joseph Phelps in the pits now. Aiden Fowler back in the pits. Brandon Cowell gonna hit pit lane. All right, so some different strategies on when we're gonna pit. This can maybe mix things up. We'll see how this plays out. And who knows, they could very well get a caution as well. That could shake things up for us. So Brandon's still your race leader as Randy Quarrier works his way around. And still on pit lane there. It's his tires changed, filled up with fuel, and he is back off pit lane. Gonna work his way around. Puts JJ Lisa back in the lead, but JJ should be pitting sometime within the next few laps. So once it cycles out, again, Brandon Cowell should remain your race leader. We'll see what the gap is after these pit stops. There's your leader. And second place is just now crossing finish line there on the heading into turn 1 now. And your leader is going into turn 3 just about, so not quite habit track, but he's getting there. Love to see a caution. I think we're gonna have an awesome finish if we get a caution and these guys get bunched back up. And again, anything can go wrong. It's not over yet, even if we don't get a caution. Again, Brandon Cowell, he's looked very, very strong tonight, but it's not over yet. 23 laps to go here at the Saylor Trailers Load and Go 175. And Again, anything can happen. What do you guys think? Is he going to be able to hold it off these last 23 laps? There's second place, 71 truck, 53 of John Gardner in third. There's fourth, still Joseph Phelps. He's going to be working on John Gardner. Just a little bit ahead of him. Not far. He's catching them. All right, so fourth, Joseph Phelps. Let's go back and check on the rest of the field. Fifth, Randy Courier. Again, everyone from here is a lap down, starting with fifth place, Randy Courier. Sixth, Robert Chappell. And favorite. He's a lap down, but he had that early incident. If you missed it earlier in the race, he went spinning through the grass here on the front stretch. Oh, Robert Chappell down below the apron. Way down below that blue line. Number 13 truck was having problems of Cody Oliver. Luckily, he made it down to a pit road safe, but almost caused issues for Robert Chappell there. Back to your leader. Joseph Phelps almost up to John Gardner. Gonna make his way into the top three after those two rough hits earlier this race. And what's so amazing is these guys don't get fast repairs. If you're not in iRacing, you're new to this. Simply what a quick repair is if you have any kind of damage, you know, during a race, you can go on the pit road, hit your quick repair button, and just like that, your truck is back to normal, no damage. But these guys, they do not have that tonight. So really awesome for him to be able to get that truck fixed and back on the lead lap here. And battling for third as he makes his way to the inside of John Gardner, coming out of turn 4, heading into the stretch, side by side as they cross the line. Joseph Phelps gonna clear John Gardner coming out of the corner. Here he does. John Gardner wants to fight back, but I'm not sure he has enough. He's gonna look to the high side, nothing. He falls back, and I believe 57 is gonna pull off from here and start working on second place, although he's got a big gap to fill. Second place, Rick Modric. He's heading into turn 3 right now. And Joseph Phelps, he is just now about the middle of the back stretch. So he's really going to need a caution if he needs this to, if he wants this to work out for him. Same for second place, really. He's back about 9.5 seconds now, a little more than 9.5 seconds. So again, one caution is really going to shake this thing up. Going to catch up to some more lap traffic here. I believe that was Shannon Ogle, and no, who is ahead of him? Cody Oliver in the 13. I apologize. Cody Oliver in the number 67, Clayton Fowler. 13 to go here at Charlotte. Race leader Brandon Cowell continuing to dominate. Field's pretty well spread out, minus Cody Oliver and Clayton Fowler side by side racing. Now, Clayton Fowler, he is ahead of Cody Oliver. Now Cody Oliver is 10 laps down. Clayton Fowler is just 1. Not racing for position, but still battling it out on the track. Bryant Nagel in the 458, along with John Gardner in the 53. John Gardner's in 4th right now. Cool looking Dale Jr. Budweiser baseball scheme. Traffic that the 85 is going to be coming up on. They've been racing each other. So, will they slow down your leader? It's about an 8-second gap between the leader and second place. If they decide to maybe throw a few blocks here, 9 laps to go, if they block hard enough, they might be able to make things interesting. There's 3 lap trucks he's going to have to get around. Again, 9 laps to do it. 8-second lead. I apologize. 9-second lead for Brandon Cowell. Will the lap traffic slow down? 8 laps to go. Who's winning right now? Brandon Cowell's winning with a 9-second lead, and I believe he's probably going to win this one, unless something goes wrong. 7 laps to go. Really going to need these lap cars to get involved somehow, or somebody, an incident somewhere. But that is absolutely not what Brandon Cowell wants to see. He wants these guys to stay clean. No instance. Lap traffic, move out of the way. He's got a trophy to win. Holding on to the 9.2 second lead. Just a few moments ago that put JJ Lisa up to 6th place. Moving around Robert Chappell. Robert Chappell back to 7th. Looks like he may be falling off a little bit there. Cowell gonna make his way around the 20 truck of Chris Gates. Going up to his bumper now, looks to the inside, going into 3. As he breezes around the 20 truck. 5 laps to go. Coming to 4 to go when they cross the line here. Brandon Cowell's just in there praying that this stays green. He does not want to see any problems with just 4 to go and such a huge lead on second place. One last look at the field here. There's second place. Third place, Joseph Phelps. Again, an incredible showing by him tonight. Fourth place, John Gardner. Fifth place, Randy Courier. So everyone's pretty well spread out. Sixth place, JJ Lisa. All right, back to Brandon. We'll watch these last 3 laps here. See if he's able to close this out and bring home a win. His 85 Fantech truck. Chevy Silverado. That thing is... He looked really good in practice. He didn't have the fastest lap in practice. He held on to the fastest lap for majority of practice, and then Jacob Nagel was able to knock that off just a few minutes to go. So he looked good. There, as he takes the white flag here one more time around as Charlotte. Just a great performance all around from him today. Practice, qualifying, the race. No incidents on pit road. No mistakes, throughout the race. Just what a solid effort from that 85 truck tonight here at Charlotte. As he makes his way around turn 4, heading onto the front stretch. And the checkered flag is out here at the Saylor Trailers Load and Go 175. Brandon Cowell brings home the victory here tonight in your Four Seasons Auto Wash Truck Series event presented by FTR. Congratulations, Brandon Cowell. Rick Modric, he's going to finish second, and Joseph Phelps third. What a great showing from him tonight. So what a dominant performance from that 85 truck. Fourth place, John Gardner. Fifth place, Randy Courier. Sixth, JJ Lisa. Seventh, Robert Chappell. Let's go in and check on an 85 as he makes his way to the start-finish line. He's going to park it there, see if we get a burnout or any kind of celebration from him, and then we'll dial him up and bring him in the booth and get his thoughts on the race. There he goes. Race winner, Brandon Cowell. Burning it down the front stretch for the fans here. Congratulations, Brandon. We wait for him to continue celebrating. We'll pull up the final race results. Oh, the 71 just comes out of nowhere and ends his celebration. Wow. Second place. Sorry, folks, that caught me off guard. Your second place, Rick Modric, just destroyed Brandon Cowell as he's celebrating and on the front stretch here. So let's look at your final results. Again, Brandon Cowell, race winner. Rick Modric, second. Joseph Phelps, third. John Gardner, fourth. Randy Courier, fifth. JJ Lisa, sixth. Seventh, Robert Chappell. Eighth, Clayton Fowler. Ninth, Chris Gates. Bryant Nagel, 10th. Shannon Ogle, 11th. Charlie Stutzman, 12th. Cody Oliver, 13th. Jacob Nagel, 14th. And Jonathan Wade, 15th. All right. Give me just a moment here, folks. We're going to dial up the race winner here, bring him in for an interview. Just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We have race winner Brandon Cowell with us. Congratulations on your win, Brandon. How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling pretty good, actually. After a last week's speeding on pit road debacle, it's definitely a good way to bounce back and have a good race tonight. So
More than a good race, you put on a clinic out here. You won by over 9-10 seconds. No issues on pit road tonight, so that was awesome to see. Man, just an overall amazing performance from you. Congratulations. Next week, you guys are head to Texas. How are you feeling about next week?
I like Texas. Something a little bit different there. Your typical 1.5 miles. So looking forward to it. Once again, as usual with FTR, they have a great setup for the races, and strategy usually comes into play in tire wear and things like that. So looking forward to see how that one plays out.
We're definitely going to be keeping an eye on you next week to see what you have in store for us at Texas. And again, that'll be our last regular season race next week. So we'll let you get out of here. Any final words? Do you go live anywhere where the fans can check you out, whether it's Twitch, TikTok, or any social media?
No, not currently. I don't. I just want to shout out the FTR group. They put on a great program all season. We've had great races all season long. Like I said, strategy here is super important, and it can either play in your favor or it can completely ruin your race. So, it's been a great season, great learning experience, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. I couldn't agree more. Always a great time here with the FTR group. But again, congratulations. We'll go ahead and let you go. And we're going to pull in a few more people here for a few post-race interviews. And we'll catch you next week at Texas, Brandon. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, folks, give me just a moment here. We're going to pull in Joseph Phelps here. We're going to get a word from him. All right, we have Joseph Phelps up in the booth tonight. Joseph Phelps finishing third after 2 rough incidents at the beginning of the race. Tell us about your night, Joseph.
Yeah, that was a little rough. It started out with me and Stutzman getting together on the backstretch. I kind of got loose at the start, I think first or second lap. I fell back quite a bit, and I started catching up to him. Well, I got to run on Stutzman down the backstretch, and he kept riding in that high lane, and you run the high lane here, you get all the momentum. So I was trying to side draft him, and I got a little too close and tagged his left rear a little bit. So I apologize for that. And same with Chapel. We were coming off of 4, and he was on old tires, and the rest of us were on new tires. And I thought I gave him enough room, and then like I heard his truck hit the wall, and next thing I know we're wrecking. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be way behind on this. But I managed to come back to third somehow. I don't know how, but it was definitely a challenging race.
Yeah, that was a really hard hit from Chapel coming off that wall and took you out, unfortunately. Nothing you did wrong there from what we could see up here in the booth. But again, just an amazing performance from you to make, be able to turn around those 2 incidents into a top 3. I can't congratulate you enough for that. So next week, I was just talking to Brandon about this. We're going to be heading to Texas. How do you feel about Texas next week?
I like Texas. I've done pretty well there with the trucks. You kind of have to, there's a certain way you have to drive into turn 1 to really save the tires. But it's fast, it's fun. We had, the last season, we did an in-bracket tournament, and I finished second in that race. So it's a lot of fun. Texas is probably up there in my favorites. It's not one of my favorites, but it's definitely up there.
Well, there you go, fans. You heard it from the man himself. He's got a 2nd place finish at Texas, so he's ready to go back and make it happen next week. We'll be watching for you out on the track to see what you have. Any final thoughts before I let you go?
Really just want to thank 4 Seasons for putting on the putting up the sponsorship there for the broadcast, and your broadcast has been pretty good. I usually go back and watch it every day. Definitely want to thank Chapel and FTR for putting on this, and SFRG for letting me be a team driver.
All right, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Joseph Phelps, top 3 tonight at the Saylor Trailers Load and Go 175 at Charlotte. Congratulations. And we'll catch you next week at Texas.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, so next we're going to bring in one more driver here for our interview. Fan favorite, Robert Chappell. Give him just a moment. We're going to get him dialed into the booth and see what he has to say. He had a pretty rough night. Finished top 7th. Let's get his thoughts. Give me just a moment. We'll get him up here. All right, Robert Chappell, he is with us now. Finished 7th tonight. You looked so good at the start of this race, and then you had the incident coming off of turn 4. You smacked the wall, got into Joseph Phelps. What happened?
I didn't have tires. I was going on a different strategy. I knew these guys were just a little bit faster than me, so I was trying to pull something out, and I was giving the guys a little bit of room. I got crowded, got a little spooked, I guess, got on the wall, came off a little, and Joseph was there and got hooked, and we spun, no caution, so I had to catch back up.
Well, we hate to see that for you. There were definitely a lot of Robert Chappell fans in the chat tonight cheering you on. So nobody wanted to see that. So next week we head to Texas, final regular season race of the season. What are you thinking about Texas?
Yeah, it's actually 1 week off. We're taking a bye week, and then we'll come back into Texas the week after that. But it's going to be good. There's a couple people right on the bubble, Randy and Clayton. Give them a shout out for toughing it out. They're fighting for that last spot down there. So we'll see where they are with the standings. I think there might be one other driver that could possibly make it into the playoffs, but it's going to be a fun one. Texas is always good.
Very excited to see who's going to make the playoffs here. We're looking at the playoff schedule during the race, and a lot of good racing coming up. Bristol, Daytona, Vegas. So I believe you are in the playoffs as of right now. You're above the cut line. You're looking forward to the playoffs? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I like the playoffs. We put those 2 tracks in there, the Talladega and the Bristol, just to kind of make it a crapshoot. Those are anybody's races. If you can keep your nose clean and pull it off and make it into the top 8 and move on to the next round, you'll be good. And then I think it's Dega. Anything can happen there, so we'll see how it goes. Kind of excited to see where the playoffs actually take the field to.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know our FTR 4 Seasons Auto Wash Truck Series fans are looking forward to it as well. Any final thoughts before we get out of here tonight?
I just want to thank all these guys for coming out and girls that race with us week in and week out. I know it's starting to fade off a little bit, but I think that tends to happen towards the end of the season. We'll keep pushing, though. I mean, we're always accepting new drivers. If anybody's out there watching that wants to get in and race with us, the only thing that we limit you on is a 900 I rating. If you're higher than that, you're free to run the truck series with us. I just want to thank 4 Seasons for the sponsorship, Saylor Trailers for putting the race on, and my other fans and supporters out there, Iron Ridge Gym, Tropical Tan, Seven Hills Church, Dry Ridge, Dirty Monkey Motorsports, Fowler Time Designs, and my hot wife, Kayla. I had to use that for John, and I appreciate you putting the broadcast on for us.
Absolutely, we love to hear that, Robert. And again, congratulations on your top 10. Sorry you didn't finish out maybe the way you thought it was going to go, but we look forward to seeing what you have for us at Texas. We'll go ahead and let you go. We're going to shut things down here at YMF Racing Network. We appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. And I hope you all enjoyed this great night of racing here at 4 Seasons at Auto Wash Truck Series. We will see you all at Texas here in just a couple weeks, and that'll be a good race. Again, the last chance to make the playoffs, so be sure you tune in for that one. And until then, take care. We will see you back live here in 2 Mondays. Good night, everyone.